Now it is July and summer is around the corner. If you're here in Italy, summer is already here. It is too hot and I am roasting. In the morning, I'm white. In the afternoon, tomato. By the evening, fluorescent. Morning after, white. I will never have a tan as long as I live. So I thought, why not take this opportunity to talk about some travel and holiday phrasal verbs. Let's see how many you know. I want to start off with to see off. I'm going to the airport to see off my sister. In other words, I'm going to the airport to say bye to my sister as I push her on the plane to get rid of her. Bye. I'm seeing her off at the airport, also at the train station, also at the port if they're going on a ferry. Now, to set off means to set off on a journey, to start a journey. I'm setting off tomorrow at 7 o'clock, which means at 7 o'clock I'm getting in my car and going. I'm going on my journey. I'm setting off on my journey. We can also use set out with a similar meaning to set off. Basically means the same thing. So, Marcus set out at 7 a.m. this morning on his hike. He went hiking at 7 o'clock this morning. There are elephants in this office. The heaviest people on earth are in my office. Now when you're sitting on your plane, on the plane if you're rich. When you're sitting on the plane, on the runway, and the plane goes ooh and goes up, and hopefully stays up, what is this called? You are taking off, to take off. So you take off, and when you're coming down, not crash, to land. It's not a phrasal verb, but I wanted to see if you know the opposite. So to take off and to land, or to crash, obviously. Hopefully we don't crash. Hi Debbie, my cousin who's a flight attendant. We're going to stop over in Paris. This means to break your journey for one night or even 2 nights and have a little break in between the 2 destinations. So I'm leaving Manchester, I'm going to Frankfurt, and I'm going to stop over in Paris for a night. Now, hop on and hop off. Hop has a H, please pronounce it. Hop on and hop off means to get on and get off a piece of transport. Piece of transport. A mode of transport. Okay, so you see many tour buses around the cities when you go on holiday, and normally it says hop on, hop off. It means you can get on and get off whenever you feel like it. I'm going to hop on the bus and then I'll hop off in Trafalgar Square. Get around. I'm going to get around the city by bike. I'm not, I can't ride a bike, and I will end up in a tram track and end up squashed. Don't want to be squashed. I was held up at customs. Hold up is the present tense. Held up is the past tense. If I was held up at customs, it means I was delayed at customs. But held up, so hold up, past tense, held up, also can be in a bank. Somebody comes into the bank with a gun and says, give me all your money. And you put your arms up in the air and scream, you're being held up. You can say, I was held up at check-in. If we're at the airport together, I will understand that you mean you were delayed and didn't have a gun pointed at your face. Tomorrow, I'm heading to Dublin. Tomorrow, I'm heading for Dublin. It means the same thing. Both of them mean I'm going there. Now, to check in and to check out, I'm sure many of you know, but for the ones who don't, this is when you arrive at the hotel and you check in. You give them your details. Normally they ask for a copy of your passport, and if you're in some countries they ask you for extra money. What's all that about? Tax for the city. Tax for the city. I already paid for the hotel, why do you need to pay more money? So when you're checking in, they will ask you for your details and they'll give you your room key. When you're checking out is when you give them the key back, or you put the key in the little hole and run away fast and not pay for the minibar. Yes, there are some of you out there who don't remember to pay for the minibar. But if you don't pay for the minibar, they end up charging your credit card anyway. So you can't get away with it. Now the last phrasal verb I want to talk about is to take in. I'm going to take in the sights. This means I'm going to go around and spend time looking at the sights, enjoying the sights, taking photographs, relaxing on a bench in a park, looking at the Tower of London, these different things. I'm going to take in the sights. So take in basically means to make time for an activity. Now, are you still here? Why have you not already set off on holiday? You have all these phrasal verbs. Why are you still on your sofa? You're still at work. Get gone. Remember, not only do you need to press the subscribe button, you also need to press the bell. If you don't press the bell, you don't get the notifications.